Is it streaming? I have no idea. I can't tell. Close, close, close. Welcome to live chat. I think I'm streaming. I have no idea if I am. Actually, maybe I should check that. How do I check that? I have no idea how to check this thing. Ooh, okay, I am streaming. Let's go. Okay. Welcome, welcome to the first ever stream. Apologies, I sound sick. That's because I am sick. The weather in Sydney is really, really shit right now. But, this is my first stream. I'll be probably talking to myself the whole time. Or, I decided to start streaming, I guess, because, like, I don't know, for shits and giggles, I'm bored. Maybe it will turn something, maybe it'll turn to nothing. Who knows, right? But, but, I did do a lot of preparation for it. Bought a lot of setup, decorated my room, which is pretty nice in my opinion. Took me quite a long time to decorate that. Actually, it was right in front of me, but now I was like, if I want to start streaming, then I'll just put it backwards. It was pretty much a nightmare to set up all of these kind of decoration, uh I don't know, it was a lot of thinking. The lights especially, right? It was like so tilted. It didn't even now it's honestly tilted. I would probably change it later on, but at the same time I wasn't really bothered. So yeah, I guess most of the time I'll be talking to myself. But yeah, I also added Pokemon stuff in here. It was such a hassle to get them. I just had them and I was like, oh, why not put it as a decoration, right? Pretty smart idea. But recently, if you can see here, I've gotten the premium editions. It was so much. It was quite expensive, right? Because okay, this set, Pokemon set, this is my first time collecting Pokemons actually. And mainly because it's an evolution, right? EVs in it, and I love EVs. I know it sounds cliche, but I just like EVs, and it's probably one and probably only set that I'll probably be collecting. Otherwise, if they release more EVs, then I'll collect them. I've seen some early Japanese EV edition. They look so nice, so I might probably buy them. But I'm just it depends how much they cost, right? The Prismatic Evolution, costed so much. Like, okay, it doesn't cost much on a market price, right? But guess what? I didn't get the market price. I'm not gonna be the person who sits on my computer waiting for the day, hit refresh, and keep seeing if I can pre-order it or not, because most likely it will run out within 3 minutes, and I'm not that type of person who will be able to get it within 3 minutes, right? Some people have bots, which honestly suck. You just don't get a bot, like it's a hobby, I guess. So well, you don't have to get it that much, right? And then some people have paid Discord. EB Games also have like this yearly subscription. Honestly, not a bad business tactic. I would do the same. I would definitely do the same, but it's definitely annoying for those people who want to start it at the first time. And it sucks. It sucks. I wish not only it had a better hit, but it's also really hard to get, and it is expensive, right? Sucks, but whatever. It is what it is. It is a hobby. So the weather today is actually quite cold, which is why I got sick mostly, and I have a real bad sleep schedule. So maybe that's why I'm also getting sicker in here. Um, for this first stream, I was actually planning to do what? I actually had an idea in mind. Obviously, right now no one's watching, so I think I don't mind doing that idea whilst no one's watching, right? It's easier. I don't know. I have a tendency usually to talk to myself, so I guess for these kind of things, it comes really natural for me. At the same time, when I was like browsing through Reddit, and everything, they're like, oh yeah, there's a lot of uh technical issues. So if somehow fuck up the technical issues, at least I'm fucking up when no one's really watching, right? And yeah, for introductions, my name is Kimitsu, right? It's a nickname, obviously. Uh, I think I had this nickname ever since what? I don't know. 5 years? Yeah, I would say 5 years. Is there a meaning for it? Probably not. I mean, yes, there is a meaning for it. Uh, but if you translate it for Japanese, it's basically if you Google Translate it, it will say confidential, which I didn't expect it to be like this. At the same time, so many people are like, "Oh, you took it from like Demon Slayer, like Kimetsu no Yaiba," and I'm like, "Nah, I had this name even before I got to know what is Demon Slayer, and I did not know had a Japanese name. I don't know its Japanese name, like what, maybe after season one or the movie came out, and then I just started to learn the Japanese name of it, and I'm like, oh yeah, it does, it does sounds like my nickname, but do I really care? No, not at all. So I have things prepared today. So that is a wrong fucking thing. Chat! Today, we are ranking YouTube ideas. Yes. More specifically, we are ranking YouTube ideas based on if it's good for a new person like me to join in, right? Because some YouTube ideas are, one, very expensive. I'm not going to like traveling around because, one, I have no money for this and I have so much work to do, right? It's based on people who are new to streaming and casual, right? And casual, right? For me, I take it as a very casual. I'm not trying to be too big. I have goals in mind. Yes, I think it's really important to set the goals in mind. But I don't have big goals, at least for streaming. Which is, honestly fair enough. I guess I wouldn't. I don't want it to be too big, but I also don't want it to be too small. It's like a hobby, like casual hobby. So, let me go to the next stream. Okay, this is my stream. We have YouTube ideas, and I thought of it, right? I thought of it, which kind of ideas we can rank them. Let's put this as F and this is as S, right? Let's close the ads because I forgot to close them. Okay, so we have S tier, which is basically everyone, in my opinion, who starts streaming should do this it's a good idea to do this, right? If you are new to streaming, you should probably do this, right? A tier, it's solid, right? It's pretty solid. You put effort, you have to put quite some effort on it, of originality, etc, etc. It's something that I would say you would be like, I've streamed few times and then you want to do something new, right? B tier is like, okay, I mean, like, you can do that, yeah, sure, but it's okay, you know, like, it's 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 it will probably gain you views. It will probably, like, I don't know, like, you'll probably get somewhere, you know. It's pretty decent. It's an okay plan. It's an okay plan, right? C tier is like, okay, you should probably improve it, right? You should probably improve it. You should probably do something a little bit more about it, or not do it, right? It could be either way. F tier, you shouldn't do it. I mean, like, the risk and reward, it's too far apart from each other. There's too high risk, too little reward. You never know. But again, this is from a perspective from a person who streamed. Well, I guess this time it's only once, right? So don't take me for granted, or take it as a huge grain of salt, right? Oh, maybe I should add one. Wait, hold on. I'll add one. Be right back. I just wanted to add one more thing because I think I forgot. Yeah, here you go. Okay. So, right, we have on our list Valorant, League of Legends, podcast, horror, mobile games, and mobile games that includes the popular ones. I believe the popular ones are what, Pokemon TCGP, or like Brawl Stars, any Supercell games, I guess, that are quite popular right now. These kind of mobile games, and no, yeah, Genshin Impact is not mobile game. Then we have traveling videos, and I took one from Ludwig, the tip to Japan, which I think it's a really interesting idea, but I'll talk about it more later. Then we have story times, right? Story times. We have a marathon stream. We have Neil.fun, right? We have you laugh, you lose, plus getting punished. We have bros versus bros, and we have a tier list, right? What I'm trying to say is that you don't have to fixate yourself to one of these categories. Obviously, if you are going to try to be a streamer, at least what I'm trying to do is that I'll try to do many ideas without obviously burning myself out. And you know, you can try to combine those ideas, you can expand upon those ideas. Either way is good enough. So let's start with first Valorant. Now, here's the thing. Valorant is doing pretty good right now. Valorant is doing not bad. Right now, let me check Valorant's on Twitch. It's 25.9k views, right? Which would probably, let's put high to low, right? It's about averaging, less than 1,000. It's less ideal, right? It's less ideal, but it's pretty good. And there's two ways you can go about it, right? You can be either really, really good at Valorant, like a pro at Valorant, and you'll probably get a lot of views for that. So like, take Tech10s, right? He's one of the first people in the Valorant community that got really blown off because of his skill, right? Now, I don't know. I don't really follow him, but I knew him because of Valorant, especially when it came out during beta. Rest is like, you either have to be a pro gamer or you have to be funny. Because the thing about Valorant, right? Creating content around Valorant is definitely possible. Definitely possible. However, it's quite limiting. You can't make it forever. Some channels do, such as like pro tips, tags, etc. However, the amount of effort you have to put in it is crazy a lot. You have to be really good at the game. You have to research quite a lot for it, which is honestly not bad at all if you're considering to do Valorant, only Valorant. Not bad. However, you're just limiting yourself. And in my opinion, is that once you finish milking Valorant, you should move on to something else, which is what I would say Valorant would be going to A tier, right? It's a decent thing. It's a decent start. It's a decent start. You know, you can do this if you want to. If you know the game quite well, or if you know that you're trash at the game, however, you can still make it really fun for the audience. It's a decent tier. Comparison to other things that we might be talking about, I believe it could be very much as well be decent, right? So, with that in mind, the next Riot game would be League of Legends. Ugh. This game is cancer. It's really fun at some points, not really, but it's very popular. We have to agree that on Twitch, 112K viewers right now, as I'm streaming this, is honestly crazy. It's honestly crazy. Like it's more than Valorant and Counter Strike 2 at the same time combined, right? I guess because right now it's esports, which makes sense, right? Still though, quite a lot of people enjoy watching League of Legends. Mainly, what I believe, right? I believe League of Legends is a hard game. It's a really, 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 really hard game. I think I got into League of Legends when COVID happened, right? I was bored, and I mean, like, I was like, yeah, I heard this game, League of Legends. It's popular. Whether it's fun or not, I did not know. And I was in Europe. There was COVID, and I downloaded League of Legends. I would say first time when trying, it was quite fun. It was quite fun. As a beginner, it was quite fun. I don't know. I don't know what it says about me. Probably nerd, right? Probably nerd. But it was fun. It wasn't fun is playing against people who would probably destroy your ass. So like, I don't know, a Yasuo mid. I did not know what the fuck this guy does. And sometimes now I don't know what he does. But talking about it now, League of Legends is doing quite well. And it has been doing well for the past 10 years. And it will probably do well for the next 10 years. Right? Let's be real here. It will always gonna be doing better than average, I would say. I don't know what will happen in 10 years, but I bet it's probably gonna be good in 10 years. Or at least still be popular. Good? No. Definitely not. Right? It's trash. It's trash. We all know it. The community there is very toxic. But, like, there's always a way to avoid it. Like, you can mute everyone and stuff like this. But when your team starts feeding, it's honestly miserable. Miserable. However, its content is really nice. Whatever Riot gives, like Arcane, for League of Legends, I think the marketing of League of Legends is what is keeping League of Legends alive, right? Esports, Arcane, music videos, cinema videos, like they are releasing absolute bangers. And that's how I personally think they are surviving, which I think, in terms of putting it in the tier list, I'm debating whether or not I should put it in A tier or S tier or B tier. Because the thing is, right, if you're new to stream and you don't know how to play League of Legends, you're better off not, right? It's a long process, mentally exhausting. Why would you? So, because of that, it's also quite well, every idea in here is quite niche. I would say B tier. B tier. Mainly because okay, who is doing League of Legends right now? Anyone who's like somewhat moderately popular, right? I don't know any of these streamers. I don't know how long they've been streaming for, but it's been getting quite a lot of attention. So I would say maybe low A tier. Mainly low A tier than Valorant because the game is just hard. And yeah, you may call me as a skill issue guy, but I would say for a beginner streamer who doesn't really play League of Legends, they would struggle probably. And they're better off playing Valorant because Valorant, yes, it's not on an easy side, but at least in comparison to League of Legends, it's easier. So therefore you can make a lot of content out of it, I feel like. Well, it's in League of Legends, like, everyone went through the tutorial, everyone knows that and this, and then watching you fail sometimes is really good for the viewership, but at the same time you have to get ready to be getting clowned on. Uh and if you're not, I don't know, in Lodic's term, when I saw him, like, yeah, he was really, really, really terrible. He still is, but he's better than me though. But I would say if you're popular and then you fail and then you're funny and a lot of people give you the attention, you probably will be good. However, I would say, let's say if I didn't play League of Legends, right, and I would try it for the first ever time, I doubt anyone would watch me, even if I was funny, right? Even if I was funny. Okay, these ads are actually so annoying. Okay, right. So I'm not too sure where to put it, but I think, in my opinion, and this is really, 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 really subjective, is that I'll put it low tier. Right? Okay. I think I'm happy with this. Podcast. Podcast is a very interesting um idea. There's a lot of podcasts nowadays, right? There's uh there's a lot of podcast ideas, and the thing is, it becomes really, really more and more popular. You have to be obviously creative with the name. You have to do something that everyone is not doing, right? If you want to stand out, or just be really, really funny, I guess. But in a way, you gotta be in a niche, right? Which is good and can be improved upon. It's a decent idea. It's a decent idea. It's not a bad idea. Uh, I would say, okay, let me check. Podcast in general is good, but if you're starting it, not sure about that, honestly. And I have not been looking at it at all. Personally, I don't watch any podcasts, right? I'm just one of those type of people. I don't watch any podcasts except for if you are making uh like a clip out of it, a short out of it, yeah, you probably get a lot of views. You probably get a lot of views. But as a stream itself, I don't know if it can do good. I might be wrong though. I might be wrong. I've tried it before. It was okay. You can bring a lot of ideas to it. There's obviously like if you're staying in a low podcast, you're just like I don't know, talk about something, right? Maybe it will not work. But if you bring something really niche but really cool idea, I think it could work. So, for example, you can, what I've thought of it for quite a long time now is basically use confession pages of love letters of different unis and then like rank them together and then talk at it in a podcast with other people. And I think shitting on the post is the funniest thing you can do, right? It's just funny. Therefore, it has the potential to become a really high A tier or a really low B tier. But from what podcast I've seen, on average, I would put it on B tier. Right. To be more realistic to myself, I would just say more or less it's on B tier. I might be wrong though. And again, I might start it one day. Who knows? I do want to, but yeah. I guess you can do podcasts, but if you have a really good idea, then go for it, right? It'll probably work out, probably not. You never know until you try. And again, this is from a person who one just started streaming about how many minutes we're on about this now? Do podcast, but 26 minutes ago. Yeah, 26 minutes ago. So yeah, take it as a grain of salt. I'm not too sure about this. Might try it. You know, it'll probably really be a really good idea when let's say I get somewhere, right? Let's say I get somewhere. It'll probably be a really good idea to just revisit back and then watch it and then see like, oh, what is this guy talking about? It should have been the other way around. But who knows? Maybe in the long term. In the long term. Okay, next. Horror. Horror, in my opinion, is what everyone can do, right? It's so flexible, anyone can do. And the best part, right? If you are a scaredy cat, you'll probably put in quite a lot of reactions, right? So if you put in quite a lot of reaction, that's content. That's basically given content. And if you play like a very popular games, with friends, even with friends, right? Collabing or just by yourself, it's honestly good content, right? You'll probably get a lot of good content. Also, I don't know how to remove these ads. It's annoying me. So what I would do, I'll probably put it in the S tier because everyone, anyone and everyone can do it, right? Anyone and everyone can do it. uh and watching it's fun if you really like okay, personally for me, I don't like watching horror. Why? Because I'm scared of it. I'm scared of it. I don't like watching it, right? But I know quite a lot of people like watching horror, and especially reacting into how the streamers slash content creators react to it, right? Which I think is pretty good. Which it gives quite a lot of uh content. In terms of views, I am honestly not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Uh, let's see. Horror. Let's see what chat. What Twitch says. Honestly, look, I am more of a YouTube person guy, not a not a Twitch. I don't touch Twitch, so I'm not sure how it will work. Nah. Yeah, nah. But it does quite well, right? These are not horror. It does quite well. It does quite well. Once, not if it's not for a long term for sure, right? There will be some games that pop off, and then you'll probably get quite a lot of views, and then it will die down, right? But if you are fast enough, and can create content, can bring friends around, can bring yourself around, and have a good reaction, having a good time with chat, it's a free content. More views. I could be wrong, you know. Who knows? But for now, I'm putting it S tier. And the biggest driver factor for this is because anyone and everyone can do it, right? Like, Val, you need to have some skill, or either you have to be really funny, right? League of Legends, same boat, just harder. Podcast, a lot of things to research, a lot of things to do, But horror could be an S tier, and I might do it. I might do it because why not? It's fun. Okay, next, mobile games. Now, mobile games on itself is quite, I would say it's quite died down, right? Like, okay, what's the most popular um mobile game that I can think in mind right now? Pokemon TCGP, Brawl Stars, Clash of Clans, the Clash Royale games, and one of those like League of Legends, but in mobile, right? The copycats. I would say, oh, I would say it's a C tier to me. Probably low B tier or C tier. The main reason why is that you're better off probably making a video about it rather than streaming about it, right? Streaming about it, if you want to do it, it's like one time off. One time off, you did it once, you're happy with it, you brought it as an idea, such as like tier making of mobile games, or like I don't know, like adding the mobile game plus an idea of yours, combining it together to create a very interesting stream. It's good, but not as good as a long term, right? It may or may not be as good as for the long term. And just because of that, I have to put it on C tier because on itself, it's probably okay. On itself, the views are quite low. Like no one really cares too much. It's a good niche to get into. The community will react to it more whenever you are posting about it in a subreddit. Yes, agreed. But if you just playing it, you can't just playing it like League of Legends and Valorant, right? You can't. You have to do something like being a creator, getting like early access and stuff like this. You can just play it, but you gotta expand more on that. In League of Legends, the game is long enough and interesting enough to for you to not have to do such as a lot of expanding. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, uh, and it's quite popular enough. So there's not too much expanding you have to do in comparison to any Mobile Legends. I could be really wrong. Could be really, 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 really wrong. But who knows, right? Who knows? This is what I guess I've seen based on what however long I've been on internet, which is like what, not too long. I'm not like I don't look at the statistics and everything like this. This is just based on feelings. But probably in the future, whenever I'll be more interested in looking at the statistics, I will probably be revisiting this and change it completely. Because I might be wrong. I might be wrong, right? Okay. Next. Oh, next is the clickbait. So what I thought, right? Initially when I thought of this idea, I was like, what would be a good idea for making a first stream? And why not making a first stream based on an amateur ranking streaming ideas, right? But then I need a clickbait. I need a clickbait. Like if I want to make a video out of it, which I totally can, I need a clickbait. So what's a better clickbait than taking a really, really popular traveling video, which is tip to tip? Now, tip to tip inherently is a best idea. I've never seen like something like this before. Or at least something before that is really, really popular. It's really fun. I would love to do it one day. But this is not about ranking YouTube ideas on itself. This is about ranking YouTube ideas for new streamers. And I would say it goes on the F tier. That's the clickbait. That's the clickbait. Right? I'll just say, it's bad. It's bad. Don't do that. Like that's a bad idea, and it's a good clickbait. Uh, but in reality, again, if you're a new streamer and want to do tip to tip kind of videos, you can, right? I'm not saying you cannot, but the amount of money you put in and the amount of return you want to get from it, it would be quite low, especially for the fact that it's already there, right? There's a ceiling. There's a ceiling there. Most likely, if you're copying same thing, especially as a new streamer, you will not get anywhere higher. All right, you will not get higher than here. You're probably not even gonna get halfway. But that's just my opinion, right? Who am I to tell you? Obviously, do whatever you want, but this is like kind of my view, right? So it's an F tier for a new streamer, for a new streaming idea video. Traveling on itself is might be good. There's enough people that does traveling, survival outdoors, etc. Stuff like this. Unless you are a person who really really enjoys outside traveling, etc. But if you're just looking for views, yeah, traveling might not be the best idea for you. In fact, it could be the worst starting point you can try. Uh, Based on my opinion though, because I would never go try streaming, especially outside, right? Because again, okay, I'm not popular, might not get, no one gives a shit, so I don't give a shit. I can just film whatever I want. But if you're doing traveling outside the country, something that is not like close to you at all, remotely, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it, right? Yeah, it's just not worth it. So I'd say it's an F tier. Personally, I wouldn't do it. But I could be proven wrong. Very, very wrong. And if that's the case, hands down, okay. Fuck. I need to learn more. But this is how it goes. Story times. I think story times, right? 100% goes to S tier. Right. It 100% goes to S tier. Anyone who goes to stream, okay, I don't go to streams. I don't watch full streams. I watch about somewhere there, I just join in halfway, leave in halfway. Mainly because I don't have enough time to watch a 6-hour stream. But story times, in my opinion, is what hooks people in. You talk with your chat. You tell your chat about your funny story, about what happened today, about what happened yesterday, or whatever's remotely interesting that you can think of. You can do a story time, which I think it's an S tier, 100%. Because one, anyone can do it, right? I don't think anyone has a boring life, right? I don't think anyone has a boring life. I think everyone has something very interesting to share about. And I'm sick. Bear with me for a second. But yeah, I would say, you know, not everyone has something to tell, and I think if you can convey it well in words, you might as well just say it to one, kill time, two, interact with chat, three, if you genuinely think it's funny and the way you say it, it'll probably be funny, right? It will probably be funny. I would love to listen to someone's story if they think it's exciting, even if it's not related with me at all, right? Even if I don't care, I think it's funny and I think it's great. And it takes like quite a lot of chunk of time from streaming, so you can farm hours from it too. And at the same time, it helps you to develop, you know, speaking to yourself, because from what I understand, right now I have 0 views, and I don't mind really talking to myself. And when you have like, I don't know, 10 views, 10 people who are in the chat, right, and writes to you, yeah, sure, you can interact with them, great. But when you have like, I don't know, like thousands, 2,000, of people writing at the same time, it becomes really hard to read, and then you're back to talking to yourself. Which is why then the story times becomes really good, because then you can retain those 2,000, 1,000 people, and you're not gonna be like stone faced this whole time, which I think is pretty good. Uh, and I think everyone should have somewhat a story time. It doesn't matter. Can be like 10 minutes to 1 hour. It doesn't matter, right? I started the stream with telling about my setup. But I'm sick. Sydney weather sucks, you know. Um, so yeah, I would say story time is pretty good, and everyone should be doing this. Okay. Uh, marathon streams. Marathon streams. Now, I think marathon streams are good. Are really, really is a really great idea, and I think I'll put it in, honestly, S tier, right? If you have time, obviously. This is only if you have time for this. If you have work, and you prioritize more work, yeah, go ahead with work, right? But but if you have free time, you want to do streaming, a marathon stream is not a bad idea, especially if you want to play, for example, a game, right? Elden Ring, 100%. It's very popular. You can play it for like, I don't know how many hours. I've never played an Elden Ring before, which is good because I can probably play for it in a stream, farm hours, probably get views, and if you're funny at the same time, and it is a really important factor that you are being interactive despite you have a 0 views. I think that might work for you in your favor in a long term, right? Uh, there's a lot of algorithm that goes into this too. You can make a video out of it too. Clickbait free. You can put this timer thingy, right? The speedrun timer, and then if you put the speedrun timer, when it hits like what 99 to 100, the YouTube algorithm will probably recommend your streams, and then you get a lot of streams at the same time, which is I think is good. At the same time, it's also really great because you can add with another challenge or like a punishment of some sorts, right? Uh, Obviously, you would probably, if you're doing the marathon stream by itself by playing a game, right? My dear Celeste, I'll probably in the future will put time to play Celeste. Uh, you have to combine it with probably another idea, right? You have to probably combine it with another idea if you want to make it interesting. Otherwise, because if you are just streaming it to like I don't know what 10 hours, and let's say you're funny, yes, but you're still capping yourself, right? There's still a ceiling. If you want to go reach above that ceiling, I think you should add something more to it in order to make it enticing, right? Uh, I don't know, you get punished, you drink a shot per 100 deaths, depending on the game, obviously. Uh, you bring your friends, you do some challenges, you do some dares, etc. Obviously, since if you're starting out, there's no chat to tells you what to do. Therefore, you gotta create it on your own, and then you can make a really interesting YouTube video about it, right? That's I think the idea. You don't have to finish it. You can just do it, and then you can just do part one, part two, and then make a clip, YouTube Shorts out of it, marketing the hell out of it, and then done. Yeah, I think you're gonna be great, and that's what I'm gonna plan to do. I hope in the near future when I have like time. Otherwise, I'm like I don't know what to do. How are we doing on hours? I wish OBS told me how long I've been streaming for, but I do not know how long I've been streaming for. Otherwise, I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's about 47 minutes. Not bad. My volume is low. I do not know how long I've been streaming for. Yeah, my volume is low. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, maybe next time. Anyways, noted. I should probably not put it. I should either talk it really close or should I don't know, put it louder. My bad. My bad. Um. Anyhow, with that in mind, I'll skip over Neil. That's fun. With that in mind, you laugh, you lose. Philin had a good idea of like, you laugh, you lose. I get punished. Now, I'm not a masochist. I'm not a masochist. However, it sounds like a good idea, right? It sounds like a good idea. You get tortured and then you get views from it. Obviously, you need to get tortured, not extremely, to some certain extent. And by tortured, I mean just like, I don't know, do a dare, take a shot or something like this. You know, I think that would be a pretty decent idea on itself. So, combining, okay, if I put it in S tier, right? And what I plan to do, at least after the stream, is that I will probably be not ranking, I'll probably be combining these things together. So, for example, S tier, there's a horror story time. You can just say a story time about something of something quote unquote frightening that is you're comfortable to share and does not get you in trouble, right? Like I don't know, some story or streaming endlessly a marathon stream of a video game, and then if you die to some sort of time, you get punished, right? I think that is a good content. I think on itself it's a good content. uh Obviously I would say, you know, see how it works. Obviously I'll try to also do this see how it works, and then probably like in a year to come back, maybe 3 or 4 years even, if I'm still bothered to do this, then I'll come back and then say like, yeah, I was wrong. That's so stupid. Yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. That's so stupid. Oh well. Oh well. Whatever. Whatever. Right. So, with that in mind, I think that's gonna be I'm gonna have to put it on S tier, and plus it's you laugh you lose, right? You laugh you lose. Inherently, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it, which is why I think S tier is also quite good because it's free content. However, again, you still limit yourself, but it gains you quite a lot of views. uh but then if you don't have chat, you have to kind of like research it yourself about watching it, or you can make it staged. Most of the things are staged anyways, so that's what I think, right? But it's good to have structure. It's not bad. It's not bad. Next, Neil.fun. Now, Neil.fun is an interesting game. It has really, really interesting games. I think Infinite Craft popped off, the Password game popped off, Draw Perfect Circle popped off. Episode Trolley somewhat interesting. I've never played any of these games before, but I think it's quite the games that are in the Neil.fun is quite interesting. This really is interesting, and you can make a lot of things about it, such as speedruns for Infinite Craft. I don't know. You can expand on an idea of drawing a perfect circle. The Password game, again, you can also speedrun it. I think this too has been quite a speedrunning thing. And then you can probably like rank it together with some of the S tier stories, or yeah, S tier. So like, uh, speedrunning every speedrunnable game in Neil.fun, something like this. But with that in mind, it cannot operate on its own. It's kind of like a one-time thing and one-time thing only, which is why I'm putting it on C tier. It's probably lower than mobile games, because mobile games you can probably milk it a little bit more than Neil.fun, but Neil.fun is honestly just like probably once a year kind of thing, right? It might be wrong, but that's what I think. Bros versus bros. Now, bros versus bros is obviously it's a Ladug idea, right? I think. Hold on. If I go, I just accidentally leaked stuff, but whatever. If I go looking at it, he had bro versus bro and bro versus bro, right? These two. It's a good idea. It's a goddamn good idea. However, when I thought about it, I was like, why not play 1v3, right? 1v2, 1v3, 1v4. I think that sounds really, really fun. Especially, okay, if you are good at the game, such as Dream Manhunt, right? I think it was one of the Revolution thing. It was basically like bro versus bros. Oh, pro versus bros. But you are the pro instead of you're one of the bros. And I think with that in mind, you can probably make few ideas out of it. Right? You can milk it, you can make it as a long-term series. You can find friends to play against. You can find if collabs, you can do it against that. Like kind of like 1v3 Mario game party. With you having a disadvantage, obviously, of being a lower in number. So that's what I basically think. And thinking about it, I would probably put it in a B tier, right? It's a B tier. It's a B tier idea, right? It's a just you can basically 1v3 and someone will say, whoa, this guy's pretty good and funny at the same time, right? And if you stream it, you can make out a video out of it, get clips, get farms, get hours, etc. And not only that, you can probably like combine it with some other ideas that I've been throwing around. Uh so yeah, that's I think that's I'm quite happy with the B tier. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. Last but not least would be the I forgot to close it. Okay. Just note it for next time to close goddamn WhatsApp. My bad. Um Last but not least is basically tier list, which is what I'm doing right now, right? Honestly, I would say tier list is a good long term, right? You don't have to make it like one off time. There's so many tier lists you can do. There's so many tier lists you can debate about with friends together. In all honesty, uh, why is this thing still working? Okay, I don't like this. Hold on. Let me close this because I don't want anything wrong to pop off. I think we should be good. Okay. No, we're not good. No, we're not good. No, we're not good. Stop. Um, Notification settings. I do not like I do not like what I'm seeing, but I'll probably turn it off. Okay. Should be fine. Should be fine. It should be fine. It's a group chat that I'm in with a bunch of my friends. Uh, I put myself a note of like, yeah, I have to close down my apps so I don't leak anything. And I think I accidentally did, but who cares? It's like zero streamers, zero viewers. So like, let's hope nothing bad happens. Anyways, we go to tier list, which is basically the idea of the stream itself. This on honest, I'll probably put about A tier, probably higher than Valorant. It's a long-term thing that you can do whenever you please to do, right? You can do tier lists on basically anything. Valorant characters, League of Legends characters, are they hot? Are they not hot? Um, you can do so many kind of tier list ideas into anything could be possible. And let's say there's a new game coming up that is like really really popular. Um, you can just make a tier list out of it. GTA 6, right? Whenever it comes, probably never. You can make a tier list out of missions, characters, whatever, right? And you can make a funny expanding video upon it. So like basically make it, I don't know, who's hot or who's not hot, who I would smash or pass, right? Which I think itself is a really good idea, right? This one I thought this was a pretty good idea. uh I have more tier lists in my mind, but I would say it's a good solid A tier. Probably even lowest S tier, but pretty high A tier. So yeah, so much things going on. Okay, so with this in mind, I think this is the end of not live stream, but of the tier list. What I'm planning to do next is basically play League of Legends and see how it goes. I mean, it's 0 people in the chat, and I need to talk to myself more. I've been trying to talk to myself quite a lot, but it's here. It's here. Yeah, see, there's already a goddamn tier list of almost lots of things. Pokemon is also not a bad idea. So that's that. Uh, how are we doing in terms of hours? It's here. It's here. Yeah, see, there's already a goddamn tier list of almost lots of things. Pokemon is also not a bad idea. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all, actually. I'm quite happy with this. So, let me boot up League of Legends and see how we're doing. On that note, I should probably change the broadcast's name, right? God, I wish I wasn't sick. Hold on. I'm muting. Give me a second. Uh, let's see. I'm curious how the VOD's gonna be. Uh, I hope I put the VOD settings on. I don't know. Help. But, you know, what do you think of the ideas? I think they're pretty solid. Personally, I think I've done a good job. At least that's what I like to think. Uh, okay. So. Now, I have to admit, I'm pretty shit at League of Legends, right? Not the best. Not the best. And I think I should be putting headphones on. Let's- Pain in the ass, honestly. So much wires around this place. Should be changing that. Um, I'll probably play one game though, because I need to do something afterwards. And the audio is nothing but gone. I don't like this. I already do not like this. How do I change that? Oh, it's so low. Why? I don't know. I know I'm not showing anything right now. Mainly because I don't want anything bad to happen. Mm, why is it so low? Is it because my settings? Settings. Sound. It's 100. Why is it so low? uh, honestly, no idea. Oh, that's why. I can hear it, but I do not know. Oh yeah, you guys can hear it. Let me just start it up. Okay, I can't say for shit. I'm pretty bad at League. Because I'm bronze. Right? I'm bronze. Um Hold on, let me just check my stream. Okay, I can't say for shit. I'm pretty bad at League. Because I'm bronze. Right? I'm bronze. Hold on, let me just check my stream. Okay, I'm not too sure about whether or not you can hear it, which sucks. I have to figure out this and figure out this fast. Okay, do this. Okay, I'm not too sure about whether or not you can hear it, which sucks. I have to figure out this and figure out this fast. The way I scream to the mic is also not done. Okay, do this. Okay, cool. Cool. I think I can share it. Yep. Okay, so a little bit background about me, right? I'm shit at League. I'm bronze. I have no idea. I'm not even bronze. Am I bronze? I don't even know. Oh wait, this one's bad. I will probably get filtered, and I don't not. That's why I stopped playing League for a while. But you know, I've had an idea of like, oh yeah, let's at least reach gold. And I think if I don't know, probably live stream myself of getting bronze, I think that's pretty not a bad idea. That's so loud, I hate it. That's the wrong. Oh. Who did it ban? Oh, Kiana.
The unseen blade
Hopefully it's
is
amazing.
the deadliest.
We're about to see the cringiest fucking fight. Okay, so we have Lux on top, or support, and then Lux top. It'll be so bad if it's the case. We have actually not a bad team at all. I like my team a lot. Orga top, Warwick, jungler, Pike, support, and ADC. I think it's not a bad matchup at all. Caitlyn. Okay, who's my mid laner? Who's my mid laner? Actually, wait, I'll be right back. Ugh. Victor mid. I know it's like this should be in my favor, but honestly, I don't know how Victor works. At least I haven't been against him enough of times to know like what he does and what his tech is. So not too sure about that, and I usually lose to Victor. So let's see. Sorry, I sprayed a nose spray, so hopefully it's better and I can breathe finally. But I hate it. Okay, I also have Professor just to tell me what to do from time to time and see the ranks and everything. But I don't think I want to show that. I want to play League. Ooh, okay, I thought it was not showing anything for a second, which kind of made me worried. Sorry if I'm keep looking on my other monitor. I'm just checking if the stream is okay.
Everyone sees the suit.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Should be fine. It's An okay FPS. I wish it was better. But you know, you learn as you go. And I think that's what is the most important. I should put lo-fi music on. I wanna... Where's the music volume? I think that's pretty good. I'll probably play one game though, because I have to do something else. Oh, okay, and there we go. Oh. Fuck off. Okay, I hate this already. I'm already losing. I got no XP. Ah, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks already. I hate this. Okay. I don't know what you do. I know I should be playing safer than this, but honestly, I also really want... My first strike is also gone. Oh, this sucks. At least I'm getting XP, right? Bro, just let me farm! Oh, it's okay. I just need my combo. Just need my combo to go online. What? Ouch. What? Okay, cool. Pop the potion, go for the combo. Did I miss it? Probably. Okay, his CS is not doing better. Like, in comparison, how I'm as harassed, he's doing quite badly. Okay. Bro! He can probably kill me here. Never mind. Can I burst him down? No, I doubt so. If I had my ult, if I can survive until my ult, probably I can. Okay, that was bad. That was so bad! I should have just recalled. Oh well. Haven't played this game in a while. It's not an excuse. Maybe it is. It is an excuse. Oh my god, this guy pisses me off! Fuck off! I can't even see us. Okay. I mean, who's winning? Quite a lot of our lanes are somewhat winning. Good to see. Okay. Froze the lane. Dude, this guy's not leaving me.
My investors.
Okay, I need to go back. If I don't want to die. That sucks. Okay, Warwick is here. We can gank on him. He still has his CC. So... yeah, he could be going for Drake.
In this world and the next.
Unfortunately, my thing clashed, so my CS is low beyond. What the?
Ally has been slain.
Wally.
I'm a well-respected man.
His range was that far? That's unbelievable. Fuck off.
I have done.
This is not good for me. Not good at all. Couldn't do. Even if I ulted.
Rampage. An ally has been slain. Double kill.
Probably need help.
Long shadow.
Die! Oh my god. That's fine. Honestly, we got him killed. I think that's the most important part. His CS is not too far from me. He's probably pretty bad at CS. Not gonna lie. I'm too. I'm too, just saying. But considering that he's been harassing me this whole time, his CS is pretty. His CS should be better than mine. But for some reason, it's not.
Has been slain.
Oh, can you? Worth? Missed? Not worth? E? What? That actually sucks. That's actually insane. What do you want, bro? Probably not gonna be there. Oh, never mind. Man, I should have went for that Victor. That's so bad. I hate Victors. I don't understand them. Their thing is too not predictable for me. I don't know. I just suck at the game. I know that, but like I don't know. I don't even have an item. He already has an item, and it's a scaling item. It's Rotterway. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, I'll try. Victor is too much for me. Sorry. Okay, and I'm out. And I'm out. You know, see us from afar. It's a boring game. But I hope by not doing mitigating the damages. It's fine. I mean, they were doing the Drake. There's nothing we could do, honestly. Guy is so fucking annoying. Fuck off, bro.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Yeah, he used this.
Enemy killing spree.
What the f-
Turret plating will fall soon. An ally has been slain.
GG's. For them.
Relief on the wind.
No, there's nothing I can do.
Into forever.
Has been slain. Shut down.
Gaze beyond the glitz and glamour and see what's right.
Bro, my kills. Oh, he's gonna destroy my tower. Honestly, Amara is not a bad idea. Sorry. Amara is not a bad idea. He's out of mana too. Oh, he's been CSing quite well too.
The lights never bide their time.
Okay, it's my turn to CS.
Killing spree.
I guess
Rampage.
as long as
Shut down.
nice.
Be reborn. Might as well dress for the occasion.
Very nice. Now he can destroy my tower any time. So I have to deal with these minions. He's back. Bro, stop chasing. Chill. Okay, this is that. Sorry, everyone.
An enemy has been slain.
It's crazy. Uh, Yeah, that's true. He's right. Yeah, you're right.
My shadows.
An ally has been slain.
Dark, pure, untainted.
Bro, okay. Fuck. I've realized I've been quite silent. I'd say it's my bad for feeding Victor, but like, don't die to him, bro. Like, chill. I can't do anything. That's actually not bad, whatever he did there. Let's try. Ooh, okay. Coming back time! That's a lot of things. I think I should be buying Eclipse, right? They have objectives? What the hell? Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we're behind. We're behind by quite a few gold. Not as much actually than I thought. I should be side laning, because this is not fun anymore. What the hell?
Enemy rampage.
Bro! It is what it is. Yeah, he was right. chill. My god. Yeah, I suck at the game, thank you. But I don't really give a shit. In all honesty with you. I should be muting him too.
Substance.
Muted.
Will gutter into darkness.
Why's everyone here? I wanna go.
Is so tantalizing.
I wanna farm. Bronze people are like, oh yeah, they basically have, they think they have PhD on League of Legends, which they don't. Like, yeah, I suck. There's a lot of mistakes I made. Fair enough. But by God, you're annoying. Right? My God, you're so annoying. Like, fucking chill out. Holy shit. Like, I don't give a shit. Oh, okay. Okay, bro. Okay, goodbye. I am one-shotted. I need to buy. Damaged by a lot. You know, thing is, right? Victor's not my problem. Victor is not my problem. My problem is Caitlyn. Therefore, I think I should buy stuff that kind of like counters her. Hopefully. What does the shop say? Recommended. I need to buy more lethality. We got the Drake! Let's go! It's comebackable! We can come back from this! I am under leveled, but who cares, right? We got the Drake. Fucking, I was like, yeah, I'm stealing this. I'm stealing this. Should we? Okay. I'm not pushing that. Should we go on top? Simply. Of course he's here. I'm not gonna push that. Okay, nice. Vader's missing.
Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down. An enemy is unstoppable.
Okay, that's no need for me.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
My bad. I should have went down. I didn't know what I was thinking. Should have done this. Oh well. That's honestly my bad. I wasted so much time. Ah, fuck me. It was a bad choice. Bad choice. Bad choice. Okay, I got 1 for 1, but like, was it worth it? Not really. It was like a fucking support. Obviously, what the hell was that? He just dealt like third damage. We're losing? Yes, we're losing. This sucks. Ooh, he might able. Oh fuck. Damn!
Has been slain.
They both lost. Okay.
I own this town, inside and out.
Turret has been destroyed.
They're flying. I don't know where they.
Only outcome is set.
We need to prepare. Could be. Oh fuck. This is not good.
Dressed to the nines.
Oh, I don't have the flank. Where's Caitlyn? Caitlyn. Here you go. That sucks. That sucks. Oh well, it is GG's. We did try. I did try. You know. Saving ult for promos. RVMF. Oh. You know, we did try. I suck against Victor. I should have helped bot more. I think that would have been the play.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
It is over technically. There's no point of Eh. Ooh. That's crazy. GG's. GG's. I mean, it is what it is, really. Who I liked Warwick. Pretty sure. That is so loud. I apologize for that. Oh, I mean, I'm bronze 4. Here you go. This problem in my first game in a while. It's pretty bad. But hey, thanks for tuning in, whoever's watching. It was quite fun. I had fun, you know, ranking YouTube ideas. Maybe I should have not said YouTube ideas. I should have said streaming ideas. Oh well, I'll probably change it for the title. Yeah, League of Legends is a shit game. Mostly because I'm shit at it, but like, it's a shit game. I hate it. So, thanks for watching. Maybe I should have not said YouTube ideas. I should have said streaming ideas. Oh well, streamed an hour and a half is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, League of Legends. So, thank you so much for, I don't know, if you joined somewhere midway, I wouldn't know. I don't have a thing to tell me. But, you know, like, if you did enjoy it somehow, thank you for watching. Alright.